everybody, welcome to this A2 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. Before we start, remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow us on Instagram. Are you ready? Polyglossal.com. So today, I'm going to talk about stress. This might not be the funnest topic, but it's definitely an important one. We all feel stressed sometimes, whether it's every day or just once in a while. But nobody is stress-free. First, let's talk about some of the main causes of stress in our lives. And then, we'll talk a little bit about how to relieve stress. So, the first thing that comes to mind when talking about stress is to work. For most adults, work is a mandatory responsibility. Even if you are a stay-at-home mom, your daily life is full of work. One of the elements of the workday that causes stress is the commute. The word commute refers to a journey to and from work. For people that live in big cities, the commute can be long and stressful. I've talked to people before who have told me that it takes 2 hours to get to work and 2 hours to get home. I can imagine having a kind of commute. I would hate being stuck in traffic every morning and every evening. How about you? How long is your commute to work? Another reason why our work is stressed us out is because we have deadlines. Deadlines are time limits for finishing work. For example, many workers have deadlines for all their projects, and if they don't meet their deadlines, they get in trouble. Deadlines are especially hard for people who procrastinate. People who procrastinate don't start the work until their deadline is very near. This can cause a lot of pressure for workers because they need to work really hard and really fast. Okay, another source of stress in people's lives is their relationships. Of course, relationships usually bring positive things to our lives, but when it comes to relationships, there are always difficulties. One great example of this is marriage. Being married is definitely a challenge. You have to work together and not as a team. You have to communicate well, and you have to solve problems. This isn't easy. There are always going to be arguments, miscommunications, and plenty of other difficulties. Then when you experience these things in your marriage, it's definitely stressful. One of the relationships that can be stressful is your relationship with your children. Children go through many phases when they grow up, and it's not easy to deal with these changes. It's hard for children and for parents. As children deal with changes in their lives, they often make mistakes. Parents have to help their children learn from their mistakes, and they have to teach them and guide them. Needless to say, this can be really stressful. Alright, now let's talk about how to de-stress. When you feel stressed because of the work, there are always several ways we can relieve the stress. One of the best ways to do this is to exercise. When we exercise, we can take our mind off of work. Also, exercising releases endorphins in the brain. Endorphins are chemicals that give you a positive feeling. It feels good to exercise, and you usually feel relaxed afterwards. Another way to de-stress is to spend time with your family. For example, I like to play board games with my family, which allows me to have fun and relax a little bit. One other thing I like to do to distress is reading. When you read, you can forget all about all the stressful things in your life, and you can escape for a little bit. Reading is a great tool to relieve stress. If you're feeling stressed out from certain relationships in your life, one of the best ways to relieve the stress is to communicate how you are feeling. If you are able to talk to your spouse or children or whoever it is about your issues, this can help you improve your relationships and feel less stressed. Alright, now I want to ask you some questions about today's video to see how well you understood. 1. What are deadlines? Yes, deadlines are time that people must submit their projects, homework, and more. 2. What happens when children deal with changes in their lives? Yes, they often make mistakes. Game 3. What's one way to distress? You can read a book or even exercise. Okay, remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow us on Instagram for more English tips and lessons. I'll see you next time.